Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K23. Today we are kicking off season number 5 of the series with the season openers for the Knicks and Minnesota Timberwolves. For those of you who may have missed the offseason and are confused, why are the Minnesota Timberwolves here? With the Anthony Edwards trade, a lot of our young guys, such as Coco Diablo and others, now play for Minnesota. I still want to actively be participating in their development, so we will be now using the Timberwolves in this series as well. While the Timberwolves are now a part of this franchise, this is still the New York Knicks series, and most of the focus will be remaining on the New York Knicks. As we take a look at both teams' opening night rotations, I'll sort of be talking about the format that you can expect for this season. The goal I have is to try to be able to incorporate some stuff with the Timberwolves and show off our young guys over there, while also not taking anything away from the Knicks themselves, because this is still the Knicks series and I want the focus to remain with the New York Knicks. So in today's episode, we'll be playing both teams' season openers, but for most episodes, we're going to play 2 games for the Knicks like normal, and in between those 2 games, I'm going to have like a 5-minute highlight segment where we talk about what's been going on recently with the Minnesota Timberwolves, how they've been playing, other storylines and whatnot. So that way we're not taking anything away from the Knicks, but we're still focusing on the Timberwolves. That's not going to be in today's episode though. As I said, we will be playing both teams' opening nights. So it's going to feel like a 50-50 split today, but after this episode, it'll feel 80-20 with most of our focus going towards the New York Knicks. We'll start with the Knicks season opener. They head to Milwaukee to face off against the Bucks. The Bucks might be, with no exaggeration, the worst team I have ever seen. Their starting point guard is a rookie. He was drafted with the 29th pick in the second round. Their shooting guard is on a 2-way contract and has never played a minute in the NBA, and their highest rated player is Johnny Davis. This team is not good. So I'm hoping that the Knicks can try to end the pain for the Bucks quickly and easily. Here's the point guard, Pexayo, drafted late in the second round. Fittingly, he gets the first points of the entire game. Ironic. Cesar DiCarlo rips it away. Here comes the Knicks in transition. It's Anthony Edwards with the slam. Welcome to the Knicks, Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards with the nice play. The Knicks had to give up a whole lot to get him, including Coco Diablo, the number 1 pick, and others. Cesar DiCarlo hits the 3. DiCarlo's never been a good 3-point shooter in his career, but that's going to change this year. He has drastically improved his shot throughout the offseason. He has really worked. I'll give him a lot of credit. DJ Ramses hits the 3. Knicks looking pretty sharp offensively early. They lead at 10-8. DiCarlo inside with the layup. DiCarlo just seems stronger, faster, more explosive, and his shooting and scoring just looks so much better from last year. I really think he's going to take a leap here in the 4th year of his career. Nice play inside by G.J. Gardner, the 2-way shooting guard in his second year out of Howard. First NBA game for him, however. Ramses misses the 3, but Jared Allen the throw with the throwdown. 16-15. Bucks making it competitive early, give them credit, but the Knicks are really shooting the lights out of the ball. Anthony Edwards hits the 3. He's got 7, and the Knicks lead by 6. Monty Carter III connects on the triple. Carter's in his 3rd year in the NBA, but has never scored in a game until now. Again, that's just kind of where this Bucks team is. They are not good. Jared Allen with the putback off the miss. Jared Allen's looking good down low with the offensive rebounds early. Here's Monty Carter III again. Hits another 3 at the top of the key. Who is this guy? Monty Carter making plays early for the Bucks, and we are tied up. Milwaukee making some noise early. Here's Killer Cam Reddish in the corner for 3. Knicks back ahead, 26-25. Rock Khalif Dumbu over to the rookie, Buddy Johnson. This is his first shot, but Jared Allen's there with the offensive rebound. Over to the big fella Royster, who hits the 3. Royster hesitated a little bit, but he saw nobody's going to cover him, so why not shoot it? 31-27, final seconds of the quarter. It's Pexayo. He goes inside for Lauri Markkanen, who makes the layup here at the end of the quarter with half a second left on the clock. Knicks hoping to get up something quickly. Reddish at the buzzer. He got it! Cam Reddish beats the buzzer at the end of the first quarter. Now, we'll have to see if that counted. The Knicks got that in within half a second, so it's kind of hard to believe that Reddish could have released it in time. Regardless, it's still a great play. That is unbelievably close. I don't think he got it out, and ultimately they would have it stand. The bucket does not count, but man, that was so close. Into the second quarter, Edwards again for three. Anthony Edwards is fitting right in. He's got 12 points. He's really looking good here in his Knicks debut. The rest of the team hasn't been on fire, defensively at least, per se, as the Bucks hit another three to cut the lead down to 2. Milwaukee might actually make this a game. DiCarlo inside and one. Cesar DiCarlo looks great so far. His passing's been good. His scoring's been good. Hell, even his defense has been impressive. He's like the only guy on the Knicks who's defended well so far today. 37-32. DiCarlo tries to fight off the screen, but Valdemir Pexayo still hits the shot. For a late second-round pick, I can't lie, he looks pretty good. There's Johnny Davis with the layup, signed to a nice contract in free agency after 4 years with the Wizards. On the other end, DJ Rams is with it. He's going to stop, pop, and drop for three. Off the assist by DiCarlo. 44-38. DiCarlo with the steal. Again, he has been all over the floor. Here's Zachariah Royster. Hands it off to DiCarlo, the Italian stallion. Where has this guy been? Cesar DiCarlo again. He's got 13 and 5. He hasn't missed a shot. He's playing great defense as Royster blocks the rookie Pexayo down low. The Knicks lead by 9, looking to extend the lead. Here's Jason Tatum with the fadeaway. He's finally on the board. A quiet start for Tatum, and the Knicks are up by 11. So now the Knicks are playing as expected. It took a little bit, but now their defense is starting to play better. Johnny Davis does hit a really nice contested three. I know Johnny Davis is pretty cheeks in real life, but in this series he's actually developed into a solid player. Should he be a number 1 option? Absolutely not. But he's a solid wing. Cesar DiCarlo with the layup. He now has 15 points. Still perfect shooting. DiCarlo draws the double. That means Jason Tatum is wide open. He hits the step-back three. I get DiCarlo's been great, but are you going to double him to leave Tatum wide open? I don't know about that strategy. 54-41. DiCarlo again. DiCarlo's never been an off-ball guy, but he makes a great cut. His off-ball play has been pretty good tonight as well. What can't this guy do? He finally looks like that top prospect that the Knicks thought they were getting. Milwaukee trying to keep themselves in the game. Nice shot, heavily contested, but G.J. Gardner gets it to fall. 57-44. Here's Gardner with it again off the spin move. What a shot by Gardner. He's able to create it off the screen for Markkanen. The Bucks bring it back within 10. New York looking to quickly answer as Cam Reddish hits the three on the wing, assisted by Jason Tatum. The Knicks' offense in this second quarter has been, without hyperbole, unbelievable. They are not missing. Edwards for three, misses, but Jared Allen is there with the putback. It seems like whenever the Knicks are missing a shot, which has been very rare in this quarter, they're there with an offensive rebound. Step back three, Anthony Edwards got it. 16 points in the first half for Ant-Man, and it's 67-51. Not a lot of time left here in the quarter. Here's Allen with the screen for DiCarlo. He finally misses his first shot of the entire game, but it doesn't matter because Jared Allen's there for the putback. 69, nice, to 51. Final opportunity here for the Bucks here in the second quarter as the big man misses the three, and that will wrap up the first half. Wow, what a dominant showing offensively in the second quarter for the Knicks, who lead by 18. The Knicks missed 3 shots in the second quarter. They also had 3 offensive rebounds. So if my math is correct, that would mean that the Knicks scored on every single possession in the second quarter. Everybody's producing, but DiCarlo in particular has been unbelievable. Anthony Edwards misses the shot, but lo and behold, Jared Allen is there with the putback. He already has a double-double, 12 and 10. He's been fantastic. Allen, Edwards, and DiCarlo have been on another level. Ramses is trying to make some plays now as he lobs it up for Anthony Edwards. A great defensive play by Ramses, and Edwards off the lob. His head literally might have gone above the rim. No joke. 73-52. Ramses picks another man's pocket, steals it away. Inside for Tatum with the slam. I mean, the Knicks have just been incredible the last, 6 or 7 minutes. I get it's the Milwaukee Bucks. They're the worst team on paper maybe ever. But still, the Knicks are playing at another level. They hit the three. Now it's 79-57. Tatum in the corner. Lets it fly. He's got it. Jason Tatum started slowly, but he's heating up now with 12 and 5. 84-57. Johnny Davis is no good, but a nice play there by Caden Frost on the third chance look to get the layup. Frost, a former top draft pick of the Hornets, didn't really work out there. Now here in Milwaukee trying to revive his career as Buddy Johnson makes the layup, his first points as a pro. Johnson, the 8th pick out of the University of Florida. 90-73, Bucks making the score a little bit closer, but Khalif Dumbu hits the three. He's got 9 off the bench as the primary scorer with the second unit. Dumbu's going to have to take a leap as a playmaker as well, as the Knicks have a good defensive stop there to end the third quarter. They lead by 20, 93-73. I think I can safely say the Bucks probably won't come back in the fourth quarter, so we're going to get through this last quarter pretty quickly. Milwaukee did play decently well. They did outscore the Knicks, but this game was never in reach for them. New York takes it by 17. 129-112 your final. The offense for the Knicks tonight was incredible, especially in the first half. In the second half, they did kind of cool off, but that's to be expected. Their first half offensively was unbelievable. Johnny Davis with 21, Monty Carter III with 20. Nobody else really stood out for the Bucks, but I do give them credit. Outside of the second quarter, Milwaukee only got outscored by 1. Maybe they'll win a little bit more than we expect, but on paper, this team is still hilariously awful. I don't have very high expectations for them, but I do give them credit. They gave us a hard-fought battle. I was really impressed with the Knicks, though. There's a number of guys who really stood out. Anthony Edwards led the way as a scorer. He ended up with 32. Cesar DiCarlo with 19 and 10, and he would have had more if he put the pedal to the metal in the second half, but we were up by so much, so we didn't really need him to. Cesar DiCarlo looks better in all aspects of the game. Once upon a time, he was supposed to be the number 2 pick in the draft before he got hurt, and he finally looks like that top prospect who we knew we were getting. I know it's one game, but he played very well. Jared Allen was great. Tatum was solid. DJ Ramses with nearly a double-double. Hoping to see more from the second unit. I want to get more out of the rookie, Buddy Johnson, but all around, pretty good performance here for the Knicks. Let's now head on down to Minnesota. The Timberwolves open up their season against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Timberwolves team looks a lot different from last year, with only 3 rotation players returning, as the fellas are ready for their new era. Coco Diablo and the guys looking fresh. So Minnesota won a playoff series, if you remember last year. They defeated the number 1 seeded Houston Rockets before losing in the second round, but they still decided to trade away Anthony Edwards, starting their rebuild. 4 of the 5 players in their starting lineup were not on the team last year, as Apollo Thanopoulos, the number 1 pick from Greece, wins the tip, and we are underway here in Minnesota. Coco Diablo running the point, the former New York Knick. He is the guy in Minnesota, along with the big fella, Apollo Thanopoulos. Welcome to the NBA, rookie. He catches a lob and a body on his first NBA possession. Darius Garland gets the scoring started for the Cavaliers. Garland and Evan Mobley led Cleveland to a second-round appearance last year, losing to the eventual Eastern Conference champion Boston Celtics. Diablo beats the shot clock, hits the bucket for his first points as a Timberwolf. Thanopoulos inside, no good. Nice defense by James Wiseman, the former New York Knick. On the other end, it's Hamidou Diallo with the bucket. Cleveland takes their first lead of the night. They're now up 8-4. Here comes Darius Garland. He's finished very high as an MVP finisher over the last few years. Connects with Evan Mobley, the big fella, who hits the 3. Cleveland looking good early. They lead 11-4. Thanopoulos with it, trying to back down on Wiseman. He goes for the shimmy shake and the fadeaway. The 7'1" Greek center hits the bucket, and it's now 11-6. Minnesota hoping Thanopoulos and Diablo can be the duo of the future, as Garland hits another 3 for Cleveland. The Cavs now up 14-6. Mayo in the corner for A.J. Griffin. He misses, but the big man, Apollo Thanopoulos, with the offensive rebound and the putback slam. So far, so good for the rookie. He looks good with 6 and 2 in the opening minutes. Diablo over to Jaden McDaniels with a deep 3. McDaniels is the only starter for Minnesota tonight who was on the roster last year, the longest tenured player on the team. Diablo looks to drive inside, flushes it home for his second basket of the game. As I've been talking about with Coco Diablo, I'm so excited to see him as the number 1 option here scoring-wise in Minnesota. Here comes the Timberwolves off the block by Thanopoulos. Here's Griffin looking to get open. He's going to send it over to Diablo at the top of the key. Drives inside. Diablo with a nice spin move gets the layup. I think the most underrated aspect of Coco's game is his ability to score in contact inside. He did a good job of that in New York, showing that off here early in Minnesota. Here's Luke Dort for 3. Signed in free agency as a 3-and-D guy, and he'll knock down the shot, assisted by Skylar Fields. Here comes Fields, drives inside for the slam. Fields is one of the other only returning players from last year's team, as it's 22-20. The Timberwolves cutting the lead down quite a bit as Mobley hits the three over the big man, Ahmed Kabongo. 25-21 now. Leandro Bolmaro drives inside. The former Timberwolf makes the layup, and it's now 27-21 with just seconds left in the first quarter. Alonso Corbett heaves it up at the buzzer, and he airballs it. Not a good shot there for Corbett, and that'll wrap up the first quarter. Some growing pains early. Minnesota trails by 6 into the second quarter. Nice cut by Coco Diablo for the slam, and good pass as well. A high IQ play by Jaden McDaniels as he blocks the shot. McDaniels with an early impact on both ends of the floor tonight. Diablo on the other end gets it inside. Thanopoulos off the pass gets the layup. He now has 8 and 4. Minnesota looking good early here in the second quarter. 29-27 now. Darius Garland gets some room. Fadeaway three is good. Cleveland holding on to their lead, even though Minnesota is looking really competitive early on. Diablo with it. Gets the pick from McDaniels. Diablo, tough shot is good. Coco Diablo is a tough shot maker, and he hits his first three of the night. Here's Mobley. Drives inside with the slam. Evan Mobley, a dominant big man, now in his 6th NBA season out of the University of Southern California. Here's Splash Mayo, hits the three. Mayo, a former Knick, spent last year in Baltimore. He was the key acquisition of the Karl Anthony Towns trade made after the Anthony Edwards one last offseason. Good dunk by Cleveland. It's now 36-33. Here is Hamidou Diallo. Gets too much space. Griffin dared him to shoot, and that backfires. Diallo, not a great floor spacer, but he does hit the three. Cleveland leads by 6. Here's Garland inside off the floater. Good defense by McDaniels, but he still makes the shot. Cavs up. Lob attempt is unsuccessful. The Timberwolves are going to look to move the floor quickly. Here's Mayo in the corner. Splash! Splash Mayo hits the triple, 41-38. Minnesota's really finding some more chemistry within the offense here as this game goes along. Nice pass inside by Wiseman, and the layup is made by the veteran Jeremy Grant. 43-40 now. Pass is stolen away. Thanopoulos with the play for the Timberwolves. On the other end, Thanopoulos looks to bring it up the floor himself. Inside, makes the layup. Apollo Thanopoulos did not handle the ball a whole lot in Greece, but he's doing it a little bit early tonight. Tough three will fall for the Cavaliers. It's Jeremy Grant from beyond the arc. 48-42 now. Off the pass, Jaden McDaniels for three. McDaniels continuing to produce as the veteran leader of this team. 48-47 late in the first half. Colin Sexton drives inside. He'll hit the bucket. Sexton in his second stint with the Cavaliers as it's 50-47. Dort for the tie, no good, but Corbett beats the buzzer with a late tip-in. A high IQ play by Alonso Corbett, the fourth-year pro out of the Ohio State University. 50-49 here at half. It's been a pretty tight game so far, but most importantly, Apollo Thanopoulos looks like he can play, and Coco Diablo has been pretty solid as the number one option. Hopefully those guys can continue to play well. The role players are really going to need to step up. A.J. Griffin, 0 for 6 from 3, I think. He takes another one, and this time it falls. As a shooter, you got to still have confidence, even if you're not hitting. And A.J. Griffin clearly not lacking confidence right now. 50-52. Thanopoulos taking advantage of the size mismatch with Garland. That's a smart play. Thanopoulos is only 19 years old, but he's taking advantage. Minnesota looking good early in the third. They lead by 3. Layup inside will fall for Cleveland. They'll cut the lead down to 1. Here comes Jaden McDaniels now. Passes it inside for Apollo Thanopoulos, who now has 14 and 8. Minnesota leads 59-58 here about halfway through the third quarter. Garland inside makes the floater. Sweet kiss off the glass. Cleveland's lead would be short-lived, however. Minnesota right back ahead. Can Cleveland get the lead right back? Wide open in the corner is Trey Murphy. He misses it. Mobley with the rebound. Back out to Murphy with the tray. Trey Murphy for 3. Cleveland leads it 63-61 off the second chance bucket. Mobley has it back. He's been phenomenal tonight. Gets it over to Leandro Bolmaro inside for Grant, who gets the slam. Thanopoulos missed his spot there, and it backfires. 65-61 now. Here's Grant, guarded by Patrick Feinstein. He'll make the layup. Quiet start for Feinstein. He hasn't done a whole lot here to open up the game for Minnesota. Alonso Corbett with it in the corner. Fadeaway. 3 ball is good. Corbett is the sixth man of this team. He has gotten off to a slow start scoring tonight, but he hits the shot there. Jackson Watkins now for three, no good. Thanopoulos with his 11th rebound of the game, he misses. Feinstein with the rebound, he's blocked. Thanopoulos again gets the putback. The Timberwolves got 4 shots on that possession. That's a lot. Way to capitalize off of all those offensive rebounds. Look at the score, 69-69. Nice. Leandro Bolmaro will ruin the fun as the Cavs are right back ahead, 71-69. Kabongo, no good. Grabs his own rebound and gets the putback. Ahmed Kabongo, the fourth-year pro out of the Democratic Republic of Congo, ties it. Cleveland back ahead, 73-71. Minnesota looking to tie or take the lead before the end of the quarter. Alonzo Corbett, fadeaway three. Good look, and it does not fall. So Minnesota trails by 2 going into the fourth quarter. We'll see if they can get the comeback here against Cleveland. An interesting storyline to look out for. Evan Mobley's in foul trouble. That could be dangerous as Diablo hits the bucket. Coco Diablo just needs to be a little bit more aggressive. Minnesota's got to run the offense through him, and he's got to win him the game. There's a nice and one. Cleveland responds quickly. It's Trey Murphy who makes the play. 76-73 now. Inside, it's Mobley with 5 fouls. Sends it in the corner. Back to Mobley. Good pass by Isaac Okoro as Mobley puts Cleveland ahead by 5. The Cavs are attacking Mobley. Interesting strategy as that's his 6th foul. He's out of the game. Evan Mobley with under 8 to go is done. So the Timberwolves decide to attack Mobley, maybe the best defender in the NBA, and it pays off. He's out of the game. 78-76. Cleveland hoping to take advantage that Cleveland's now without their best defender, and that's a good start. Coco getting Coco crazy. Hits the 3, now is 18. Diablo, step back, looking for another one, doesn't fall. But A.J. Griffin is there with the putback. Nice play. 81-80. Here comes Diablo, drives inside, is a wide open Jaden McDaniels for the slam. McDaniels is trying to capitalize with Evan Mobley out of the game. He's now guarded by Trey Murphy, which is a much better matchup for him on both ends, as one would expect, since Evan Mobley's a lot better. Garland hits the bucket. Cleveland still only down by 1. 82-83. Mayo off the catch. No good. McDaniels with the offensive rebound. Inside again! Jaden McDaniels has been fantastic tonight. You talk about a guy who has done everything you can ask for as a role player. McDaniels is doing it. 84-85. Diablo to McDaniels again. Gets the layup. 17-6-3 on perfect efficiency and great defense. Cannot ask for any more from McDaniels. 84-87. Diallo with a nice move inside. Hits the bucket. And Cleveland again brings it within 1. Now Cleveland's up by 1. And the Timberwolves are looking for the lead back. And they get it. A.J. Griffin for 3 in the corner. Big shot for Griffin, who's played a lot better here in the second half. 88-90. Diablo inside. Again, what did I say about him scoring in contact? You could put a bull in front of him, and he'll still make the shot. Nice cut inside, but it's blocked by McDaniels. Cavs with the offensive rebound, however, and a second chance opportunity down by 4. Garland inside for the big fella, James Wiseman, who gets the dunk. 90-92. Under 3 minutes to go. Can Minnesota hang on for the win? Inside, it's Wiseman again, taking over as the primary big man with Mobley out of the game. Diablo, big time 3, he got it! Coco Diablo puts the Timberwolves ahead, 95-92. I said Diablo needed to close out this game and play well in the fourth quarter, and he's doing that as he draws the double. Thanopoulos is open, thinks about the 3, doesn't take. Nice drive by Griffin as he's fouled. Smart pass by Thanopoulos. Good cut by Griffin off the ball as he makes both 3 throws. 92-97. Sexton inside, no good. Tips it back in, and the Cavs are again only down by 3. 94-97. Good ball movement. Here's Alonzo Corbett. Misses the 3. Big stop for the Cavaliers, and they'll get it back with a chance to tie and a minute to go. Garland inside. No good. Coco Diablo with the biggest defensive play of the game. How can I forget? He's a phenomenal defender as his 3 does not fall. That could have been the dagger. He got a really good release on that shot, but it doesn't fall. Cleveland with another chance. Here's the tie. Diallo! 97-97. Hamidou Diallo with the 3. So Minnesota's going to need to answer. Diablo inside for the big fella! Apollo Thanopoulos with the slam. The plan on that possession was for Coco Diablo to take the shot, but he plays unselfish basketball. He finds the open man. Minnesota leads it. Here's Sexton inside. He's blocked. Alonso Corbett. Corbett forces another miss, and he is fouled. What a defensive play by Corbett, who would end up making both free throws. 97-101. The Cavs need a miracle. Not a lot of time. Sexton's three won't fall. Thanopoulos with the rebound gets it to Diablo, who's fouled. And that's going to be pretty much the ball game. Minnesota wins it on opening night, 103-97. A really exciting game, exciting win for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think this game was obviously not perfect. Minnesota did not shoot the ball overly efficiently. They weren't all that good from three, but they wanted it more. They dominated the offensive glass. Coco Diablo, 25-8. He was great. Thanopoulos, 20-16. He was great. With two legitimately good star young players, you need role players who can produce. And boy, did Jaden McDaniels produce. 17-6-3, didn't miss a shot from the field, played great defense, phenomenal performance. AJ Griffin, 0 for 7 in the first half, 3 for 3 in the second half. He played a lot better, and him playing well helped this team win. Corbett struggled on offense, but he had the biggest block of the game. Overall, a solid performance. I do want Patrick Feinstein to play more. 9 minutes is not enough for him. But overall, again, a good win. Even though we didn't shoot the ball well, we were 8% less efficient from the field and from three. But here was the key. 17 offensive rebounds to 5, and we only turned the ball over 3 times. For a young team with Coco Diablo in his first game as the guy on offense, wow, was I impressed. So that was pretty fun. The Knicks did as expected. They played very well against Milwaukee, and the Timberwolves won a really hard-fought battle against the Cavs. Normally, I would sim a little bit forward here, but we're actually going to save that for the next episode. I promise we're not going to go any slower in this series just because we're using the Timberwolves now, but I want to save that for early in the next episode. I just want to kind of be good with our opening wins here and keep the positive vibes going for both teams. As I said at the beginning of the episode, we're going to change the format next time around. The plan is we're going to play 2 full games with the Knicks and then do a short highlight segment on the Timberwolves, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you guys are not liking the Timberwolves stuff, again, we don't have to keep doing it, but I think it's going to be really fun to continue to follow along with those guys' developments. That'll wrap up the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the Knicks start in the comments. Let me know what you thought with the Timberwolves down below. Do you want more Timberwolves? Do you want less Timberwolves? Let me know. Peace out.